Alright folks, it's William, welcome to my channel. So let's continue our journey of Unity 2D platformer RPG game dev, alright? So in this video we can solve one problem, okay? Let me show you. So if you're new here, please subscribe. You got tons of things, updates, and if you are new here, you haven't seen my previous video, do please. So here is the result right now. We can move left and right. We can jump, okay? We can jump and move in the air, okay? But we like gradually turn it down the speed because you can't possibly, you move in the air. It's like you using this like air resistance to actually, move like glide through the air, but it can't possibly reach a speed while you're actually in the ground. And of course, the best way to move in the air is to actually, to dash. Okay, you can move and dash. It's a pretty snappy dash. Okay, and by the way, I also got another channel called Learn Digital Art where I share my journey of learn digital art. So all this animation is like created and practiced on my another channel. So if you're interested, you can check it out. And recently, I'm updating another series called Sprite series, specifically dedicated for pixel art. And right now, as you can see, the pixel art is pretty crude. Okay, so I use Photoshop for that, and I'm trying to. This is like my first creation, so it's pretty crappy, but it doesn't really matter. Let's continue. So this video, I'm gonna solve one problem. Okay, so that problem is let me show you. Okay, so I create a maybe 2D objects. Let's create a sprite, a circle, capsule, sliced, square. Let's create a square. The reason for I just use a specific object rather than empty is that I want to quickly get a rendered color. Okay, so for example, I place it here, make it a little bit higher, and I'm going to add a collider, box collider 2D. Okay, I got a collider here, and let's run this again to quickly demonstrate my point. So if our guy jump, right now it's can't pass it because of the collider. It's pretty simple. If I jump and move, okay, jump and move, I can stick to the wall. Okay, this is definitely not the thing that I want. Okay, so if I let me show you. Jump and move it tiny little bit. I can stick to the wall. Oh my god. And it's kind of like a glitchy, okay? So if you you use this and the player actually play like this, it will say something is wrong. Okay? So yeah, as you guys can see, it's pretty glitchy. Of course, you can this animation is pretty good, so you can run all the way to the wall. And sometimes I think a lot of games develop a mechanism so you actually move, and the character can actually put a hand and say, "Hey, don't do that." Okay, say "ooh," run too fast, "ooh," and then you will go to the idle animation. Okay, so even though you push that multiple times, it will not play the run animation, but rather push the wall a little bit, and then idle animation. Of course, that's for another time. Right now, I want to solve this glitchy problem. So you jump and you push to the wall. You have to stick to the wall. That's a really bad game design. So the wall shouldn't be able to stick to it. So how to do that? Really simple. Let me show you a quick solution for this. So the problem right now is the player. So if you look at the player, and we got this capsule collider. There's a capsule, there's a collider, right? And if you look at here, we got material of non-physical material 2D. Okay, the material is none. So it's pretty default setting. But what we're going to do is to make it not so default. Okay, let me show you. So what I'm going to do is create another folder that for all the materials. So I'm going to double click materials. Okay, it did not actually automatically. Yeah, I don't want to type a lot of things, so we can't actually do things in Unity this way. Oh my gosh, let's rename. Let's try this. Yeah, materials. So the Apple's voice recognition system, I use this a lot. okay, for not going to type because I got terrible spelling. So yeah, finger crossed I spell that correct. Materials. Okay, materials. Right. So basically, I'm going to put a new material here and attach that to the default player material. So what I'm going to do is create, okay, and we got material, okay, and new material. Oh, yeah, not this one. It's a physical material rather than this one. So sorry about that. Let's delete it. Delete it. Sorry. So what we should do is create a 2D physics material. So a physics material 2D. Yeah, here. Okay. So let me zoom it up for you. Physics material 2D. Okay. So click here. We got a new physics material. Okay. I'm going to say I don't know what kind of material, like slide material. Okay. So so basically we just need to change this. So the friction default is 0.4, and of course we can even make it like a bounciness. Okay. Let's play around with this one. Okay. So I'm going to apply this material, okay, to the player. So click player. We got this material now. Okay, I'm going to click slide here, and I'm going to play around with the slide. So right now it's 0.4. So if you do not change, you got a sort of friction. Sorry. So let's do that. So let's demonstrate the friction here. So I can jump and move forward a little bit. So because of friction, it sort of counter the gravitational pull, and if you do not press, there is no pressure, there is no friction, so it will fall down. Okay. So what if I change this to a smaller number? All right, let's do that. Jump, and still, still it will slide. If I change that to 0, what about that? Yeah. Okay, that would do the work. Okay, even though I push forward, okay, I push forward, I even can dash, I believe. I can dash forward, okay, but I cannot stick to the wall. I can't do that. I simply can't do that. So it will fall down, it will slide. What about I change the bounciness to open 5? Okay, let's just play around with this. So as you can see, you got like a sort of a like glitching. I believe it will. Okay. It's got the bounciness. Okay. So unless you you got some mechanism that can jump to a certain field. Okay. Let me just increase the bounciness just to play around a little bit. 0.8. Okay. So unless you are intending to bounce your character, okay, you can even make it like bigger, like make it 5. Okay, so let's try this one. Okay, yeah, did not change too much. Yeah, so unless you want intentionally make this experience a little bit bouncy, you can get access of the player material, and then you can change the slide. Right now, we'll just make it slide. Okay, bounciness, yeah, so just a 0 and 0. So yeah, we save it. So let's go back and quickly test the result. You should be good to go. So you will slide it down. Let me just use this 5 again, just to give it like a little bit of force, so you guys can actually see the bouncing. Yeah, oh my gosh. So get the velocity and it bounced all the way up. Yeah, that's the result I'm trying to achieve. Okay, so yeah. So yeah, I would recommend just make it 0. Okay, so you will get glitches, because if you continue to move and continue to bounce, you will just like shake a little bit, so it's a little bit glitching. So yeah, quick review to solve this like stick to the wall problem. That's because you got a friction, and if you add the velocity, you will stick to the wall because of friction. So you change the material to no friction, even though you press. Still no friction. Gravitational pull will take the courses. The fake gravitational pull inside of this Unity engine game. engine. Yeah, so that will solve the problem. Okay, so yeah, that's all for this video. Thanks, and don't forget to give me a thumb up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. If you want to download the source code and even use my project for study, or you want to use that commercially, like make your own game and publish it, I'm cool with that. As long as you join the Patreon, you can download it. Okay, is that amazing? You can use that commercially. Oh my gosh. Okay, thanks, bye.